Muhammad bin Tughluq was the Turkic Sultan of Delhi from 1324 to 1351. He was the eldest son of Ghiyas-ud-din Tughlaq. He was born in Kotla Tolay Khan in Multan. His wife was the daughter of the Raja of Dipalpur. Ghiyas-ud-din Tughlaq sent the young Muhammad to the Deccan to campaign against King Prataparudra of the Kakatiya dynasty, whose capital was at Warangal. Muhammad succeeded to the Delhi throne upon his father's death in 1325. From his accession to the throne in 1325 until his death in 1351, Muhammad contended with 22 rebellions, pursuing his policies consistently and ruthlessly. As his reign began, Muhammad attempted, without much success, to enlist the services of the ulama three-quarters, the Muslim divines, and the the first Fawes, the ascetic mystics. Failing to win the ulama three-quarters over, he tried to curtail their powers, as some of his predecessors had, by placing them on an equal footing with other citizens. The Sultan wanted to use the first Fawes unregistered trademark prestigious position to stabilize his authority as ruler. Yet they had always refused any association with government and would not accept any grants or offices except under duress. Muhammad tried every measure, conciliatory or coercive, to yoke them to his political wagon. Although he humiliated them, he could not break their opposition and succeeded only in dispersing them from the towns of northern India. The transfer of the capital in 1327 to Dioga was intended to consolidate the conquests in southern India by large-scale in some cases foreseed a migration of the people of Delhi to Dioga. As an administrative measure it failed, but it had far-reaching cultural effects. The spread of the Urdu language in the Deccan may be traced to this extensive influx of Muslims. Between 1328 and 1329 the Sultan increased the land tax in the Doabi the land between the Ganges and Yamuna Riversa but the taxpayers resisted it, especially because a severe drought coincided. Muhammad unregistered trademark's last expedition, against the rebel to the first Aga, ended with his death at Sunda in Sindh in 1351. Collapse of the empire. Tughlaq died in 1351 on his way to the Sindh in order to intervene a war between members of the Somro tribe. He had lived to see his empire fall apart. During his reign new kingdoms broke away in South India and the Deccan. Several South Indian rulers like Pralaya Bhima Reddy of the Reddy dynasty, Musunuri Korpanidhu and the Vijayanagara Empire liberated whole South India from the Delhi Sultanate, and the Bahmani kingdom was founded by Husain Gangu. The unpopularness and failures of this person also led to the collapse of the empire. Coins. Muhammad bin Tughluq noticed that India had very few silver coins and a comparatively larger number of bronze and copper coins. He decided to promote bronze or copper coins by passing a royal order that bronze and copper coins are to be accorded the same value as silver coins. In other words, he wanted the markets to mentally consider bronze and copper as silver itself so that 1 coin of bronze can buy the same goods as 1 of silver. However, copper and bronze coins were very easy to forge. So this led to a tremendous increase in the circulation of bronze and silver in the market. Consequently, this led to a rise in the prices of essential commodities and lead to a hyperinflation-like scenario. Eventually, Tughlaq had to withdraw this order and bronze and copper returned to their nominal value. Another thoughtless mistake that he committed was to shift his capital from Delhi to Deviri. The journey itself, a 1,500 kilometers long route, claimed many lives. It is also believed that the people felt homesick. Tughlaq noticed this and went back to Delhi. The large influx of gold from his South Indian campaign led him to increase coinage weights. He enlarged the gold dinar from 172 grains to 202 grains. He introduced a silver coin, the eldest, which was discontinued after 7 years due to lack of popularity and acceptance among his subjects. All his coins reflect a staunch religiosity, with such inscriptions as the warrior in the cause of God, the trustier in support of the four caliphs Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman and Ali. The kalima appeared in most of his coinage. Both at Delhi and at Daulatabad coins were minted in memory of his late father. There were also mints at Lahore, Salgaon, Darul Islam, Sultanpur, Tughlaq, and Mulk-i-Tilang. More than 30 varieties of bullion coins are known so far, and the types show his numismatic interests. Following the Chinese example, of using brass or copper tokens, backed by the silver and gold kept in the treasury, Tughlaq had two scalable versions, issued in Delhi and Daulatabad. The currency was issued in the two different standards, undoubtedly to follow the local standards which pre-existed in the north and in the south respectively. He engraved "He who obeys the Sultan obeys the Compassionate" to fascinate people in accepting the new coinage. However, very few people exchanged their gold or silver coins for the new copper ones. Moreover, the tokens were easy to forge, which led to heavy losses, as Tughlaq subsequently withdrew the forged currency by exchanging it for bullion coins. These coins could be easily duplicated. This drained the treasury because he had to compensate the losers. But it is said that after the plan failed, there were heaps of copper coins lying around the royal offices for years. Gallery. Religious tolerance. Muhammad bin Tughluq was relatively liberal and permitted Hindus and Jains to settle in Delhi. The policy was continued by his cousin Firoz Shah Tughlaq, who patronized the Jain monk Mahendra Zari, who composed the Yantra Raja, the first Sanskrit text on the astrolabe. In popular culture, Muhammad bin Tughluq is a socio-political satire written and first staged by Chowra Masami in 1968. Tughlaq is a weekly Tamil news magazine started by Chowra Masami in 1970. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is the central character in Tughlaq, Canada, R squared cubed R squared, R squared R squared R cubed, a play Canada in 13 scenes, by Girish Karnad, published in 1964. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, a 1972 Telugu movie directed by B.V. Prasad, lead role Meghabhushanam. Notes. Sources: Eliot, H.M., Sir. John Dowson. 15. Tarikhi Faroz Shah, of Ziauddin Barani. The History of India, as told by its own historians. The Mohammedan Period. London Tra 1/4 BNER and Coa, external links, Encyclopaedia Britannica Euro Muhammad ibn Tughluq, Encyclopaedia Fast Informative Research Euro Muhammad bin Tughluq. Actually Muhammad's plans were good, but it didn't have a correct timing and just did this all without thinking twice.